Hey guys, what's up? Toboloco here. Welcome back to our Myanmar 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifying run. And today we are in part 3, or round 3 if you prefer. And in this group we have Lebanon, Yemen and Saudi Arabia to contend with. 2 teams can go through in each group. So I'm hoping there's a little bit of a chance for Myanmar. There is, to be fair, because Lebanon and Yemen aren't that brilliant, and I think that if I play well I can beat them. Saudi Arabia on the other hand might be a little bit tricky. So a couple of people have been saying like, oh Toboloco, do you actually do the training drills and stuff like that? Do you actually improve the form and so forth, so on and so forth? Of course I do. I always do it, but sometimes I just don't include it on camera. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I don't edit it on the video because I feel like sometimes it's just not important. You know I'm doing it, you know, and most of the time you'll be doing the training and stuff and you'll be getting stat upgrades, plus when you do the matches as well, you know, the man of the matches and stuff like that, it all counts towards like the stat upgrades and stuff. So jumping into this, Myanmar's first match is against Yemen. Hopefully this won't be too much of an issue because, well, Yemen aren't that good either. Our form is pretty decent as well. A lot of green lines for the attackers, so hopefully we can dispatch of Yemen, no problem. I am loving this series so far. If you didn't check out the last part, I highly recommend it. Just for the ending, you should definitely watch it. It's a good ball into the box, and that went in, but I think it was offside or foul. Yeah, there was a foul there. Okay. Alright, I was about to say, Yemen scoring that from like, what, 50 yards out? That is crazy, but I think there was interference. I'm really hoping that Myanmar can just make it into that 4th round. I'd love it if we can do that. And there's no reason why we can't. Like, the opposition aren't like the hardest in the world. It's not like one of the hardest groups I've seen. Saudi Arabia, definitely a tough one. Lebanon are like a 1.5-star team. I mean, it's not impossible. And Yemen here, well, they're the same rating, but I know they're just going to be irritating just for the sake of being irritating. As we cut into the box here, it's saved, and it's knocked in by Myanmar. David Hatan has scored to make it 1-0 to Myanmar. Come on. Just a little knock, a little header, and that's the first goal for Myanmar. Here comes the goal scorer. Again, David Hatan. And that's header, and that's dribbled in. Nice dribbled in. Payangso. He's got another one for Myanmar. And, well, why is the Yemenese goalkeeper not saving that? Like, well, I guess he's very low rated, but, I mean, that should have been a savable shot. Good cross into the box, by the way. Good header. And then it just bounces in. Go on, poked through. An Yang. Here we go. Into the box. Cut out. Edge of the box. And, oh, that's a beautiful strike. Payangso again. He's made it 3-0 before half-time. And, well, it was just a random sort of finesse shot on the bounce. And that was such a nice strike. Yemen are 3-0 down. And Myanmar are cruising in this qualifier. Look at that shot again. Look. So nice. So at half-time, Myanmar are 3-0 up on Yemen. This is a fantastic result, which will really boost our hopes for going through to the next round. I know it's only the start of this video, but still, it does help. Yemen trying to press, and they still haven't got a proper attack going yet. So yeah, they've been kind of useless up top, but defensively they've been okay. They go for it, and again, another chance for Yemen goes wide. Once it's booted away here, it'll be pretty much game over. What a performance by Myanmar. Didn't expect it. I expected like maybe a 1-0, you know, just a scrappy game. But they made it look easy in the first half, to be honest with you. And they'll be taking all 3 points here. That will be finally end of the game. We've beaten Yemen by 3-0. What a performance by Myanmar. Especially in that first half, we were so good. Obviously, stamina dropped off in the second half, but yeah, good win for Myanmar. In the other game, Lebanon actually beat Saudi Arabia 1-0, so that's a good result for Lebanon. And, well, the strongest team in the group is currently got 0 points at the moment, and Myanmar and Lebanon are leading the charge early for those top 2 places. Our second match is going to be away from home against Saudi Arabia. Very big test, but if Myanmar can pull off some sort of shock result, even a draw, then it would leave us in a decent position going into the third match. Gotta say, first 25 minutes has been a bit of a struggle for both teams, really. There's only been like maybe one shot, and that's about it. It's been quite a dead game, but I don't mind in this situation. Boring is good. It's crossed in, and again doesn't. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Well, it's just been like stumbling chances, not anything concrete. As we go into half time, it's 0-0 between these two, which is very good for Myanmar. It's been like this the whole game. 66th minute in, and it's just been a ginormous battle for possession. Nothing really substantial happening. I'm not kidding. It's been one of those games. It feels like something might happen here though, as Saudi Arabia are pressing, and it's saved, and oh, it's offside thankfully. Rubel, and here comes Myanmar. Oh, there isn't really. Hold on, what's that? And oh my goodness, how did that pop out and just go in? Kayokoko. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. But oh my goodness. So the goalkeeper, it's defence. The guy stood on the ball and he fell over. It was just a clash. And our striker won it. How on earth? Maybe because the goalkeeper knocked him over, because I know that goalkeepers generally just can knock any player over on the other team. So that's crazy. That could be a winner for us. This would be a famous win if Myanmar can get it. Just trying to clear it and stuff like that. Get it away from our net. And as it's booted away here, is there going to be confirmation? I think that is the confirmation. Yes, we've won 1-0 and they just casually stroll off the pitch like it's nothing. I love that about this game. Like, the animations just don't match the occasion. But that is a massive result for Myanmar. It puts us, what, 5 points clear of Saudi Arabia? Absolutely stunning the way that we won that in the end. Because like I said earlier, it was a boring game. And then in the end, we just grabbed the late winner thanks to a defensive mix-up. And yeah, brilliant result for Myanmar. Where does that leave us in the table? Did Lebanon win that game? Let's have a look. Yes, they did. So 3-1. So us and Lebanon are currently top. That is so cool that we're 6 points clear already. If we could beat Lebanon, we'll be 9 points clear. And that'll be just insurmountable at the halfway point. Alright then, so our next match is going to be the big one between the two leaders in the group, Myanmar versus Lebanon. We're away from home for this one. Form is still fairly decent. A couple of players are down, but that's okay. We'll restore that hopefully in this match and the training drills and stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see what Lebanon can do against us, considering they are unbeaten as well. I said earlier that they are a 1-star team or a 1.5-star team on this game, so it could be tricky, but we gave Saudi Arabia a really good game, so I reckon we could do it. Feels like Lebanon are more up for this than what Saudi Arabia were, and definitely Yemen as well. I think they might have been like a little bit of a dark horse kind of team. Not like writing them off, of course, because they got 2 wins. But at the start of this, I thought Saudi Arabia were going to be the strongest team. And yet Saudi Arabia have only got, well, they've got 0 wins. They might get a win against Yemen. Lebanon. Oh, they got it and they put it wide. My defender just couldn't get it for some reason. And Lebanon put it wide. I think they, well, the goalkeeper was closing them down, so they had to shoot. Over the top by Lebanon. And they scored. I couldn't get in. And Gadar has scored to make it 1-0 to Lebanon just before half-time. That is not a great way to concede. But again, for them, it was a nice chip ball. I couldn't catch him up. And I paid the price for it. Really good ball there. And Lebanon have taken the lead. Well, it's the 70th minute. And honestly, I don't think Myanmar are going to get back into this game. Feels like this one is going to be a loss. It just feels like we can't get forward enough and we can't really do a lot in front of goal at the moment. It's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Comes Atwi for Lebanon. into the middle here, and that's in for 2. And well, Mugabe has scored to make it 2-0 to Lebanon. Our defence was just tired and they just couldn't do anything about that. It was just a simple goal for Lebanon. And they'll be top of the table at the halfway point. Still a lot of games to play, 3 games that is. And obviously I want to try and just cement that second place position. Lebanon beating us here 2-0. So that's your table at the halfway point. I was wrong about the Saudi Arabia game. Saudi Arabia drew against Yemen, so we're still kind of safe by 5 points. So that's really good. Well done Yemen for pinning them back. So it must have been like 1-1 or something, I'm not sure, but yeah, that is not too bad. So our next match is back at home and it's against Lebanon again. Literally straight away the form is just down after we lost 2-0. I have always said that it is quite unforgiving on world class and legendary difficulty. People don't seem to believe me on that fact, but it is. Like, I just lost 2-0 and it's down. Obviously it doesn't like affect the whole team per se. It's just like a random stat decrease or something like that. I'm guessing for defenders it's defending, attackers it's for attacking stats and stuff, but I don't know. But it's yeah, it is very unforgiving. We need to bounce back here against Lebanon. Let's see if this match against Lebanon is easier because we're at home. I'm not saying that we deserve to win the last match because we didn't, but I'm just hoping that we got a better chance now that we are at home. And this is a good chance, and we scored! We scored in the 6th minute. Kyle Coco has scored for Myanmar. I forgot who we were playing for a second, and it's 1-0 in the 6th minute. Easy as that, is it? But how come that couldn't happen in the last match? If we can somehow grind out a win here against Lebanon, then the other 2 matches won't matter as much. If Myanmar can keep this up, then we've pretty much qualified for the next round, the 4th round, which is really amazing. I didn't really expect Myanmar to do it, especially from the heroics in the second video that we had, and here they're playing quite well as well, so I'm liking it. Myanmar out on the wing, and it's just headed away. Not a lot is going on at the moment. Like I said though in the previous matches, being boring is good when you're in a good position. It's going to be another corner to Lebanon. That's a header. Oh, that's gone in. Of course it has. And it's Mugabe again. He scored against us again. 74th minute to make it 1-1. Okay, well, I mean, it's not horrendous to draw against them, but I would prefer to win, obviously. And Lebanon pushing past here. Is there a chance for them again? I hope not. It's crossed in. The guy's unmarked. Come on. And it's hit the post. Well, okay, we got away with that one, I guess. Good play. And Myanmar. Okay, well, that will probably be the final chance of the game. Finesse shot didn't quite hit the target, unfortunately. But a point will be a point here in this game. Lebanon have proven to be a tough opponent. We can't beat them. But hopefully this point will help us in our quest to get to round 4 in the Asia region. Hopefully they just settle for the draw here. Yeah, thank you. And good point. Good point. But I think Saudi Arabia beat Yemen this time round. I think it said it earlier on the screen. So they'll be a little bit closer to us. And that game against Saudi Arabia will be important. So that is your table at the moment. So yeah, of course, we are still second with 7 points. Saudi Arabia are behind us by 3 points. We can't let them overtake us in the last 2 games. So next up, we've got Yemen away from home. This is a good chance to pull away. If Saudi Arabia do lose against Lebanon, then the group will be pretty much wrapped up, because if we beat Yemen here, then we'll go 6 points clear. Just praying for a Lebanon win against Saudi Arabia. There's no reason why they can't. They've been fantastic in the whole campaign. Over the top and chested down. It's a good chest. And it's saved. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the rebound, but it was a nice attempt. Poor clearance by Yemen. And off the bar. Come on. Oh, that's so BS, man. Like, the goalkeeper was on the floor and the ball just went into his arms. could have got an easy tap in. Go on. There's got to be. Yes! Finally! Myanmar has scored to make it 1-0. This is what we need. We need to beat Yemen. And we deserve that as well. We've been all over them. They've been kind of irritating at times. You know, they're just trying to be annoying so they can just get a few scrappy points here and there. So at half-time, Myanmar have got the correct result so far. It's 1-0 against Yemen. Can we have a look and see what's going on in the other game? Let's see. Saudi Arabia are leading Lebanon 1-0, so that's not brilliant. It's just been a bit of a quiet game now. We scored the goal, had a couple more chances, but the game has died down a little bit. I'm hoping that we still get this win. Still haven't seen any score update from the Saudi and Lebanon match. Still hoping for a Lebanon equaliser, of course. Come on, one final attack maybe just to drain the clock. It's crossed in, and again, that's not a good ball. Tackle on Yemen there. It's just been one of those matches where we've just squeezed by. It's not been the best, but it has been enough to get by in this one. Will it be enough to automatically go through to the next round, or do we have to beat Saudi Arabia in the final fixture of the group? Who knows? But, oh, great save. And that is going to be it. We have beaten Yemen by 1-0. We've done enough. Got the 3 points. That's all that matters, even if it was a boring match. So in the end, Saudi Arabia beat Lebanon by 2-0. So that will make the group very interesting going into the final game. Yeah, that is incredibly close. So Lebanon are still top by goal difference on us. They have 10 points. We have 10 points as well. And Saudi Arabia have 7. So their goal difference isn't that different to ours. It's 1 goal. So all they need to do really is beat us by 1-0 and they'll match our record and probably go through, right? It'll be a horrible way to go out in this campaign if we lost against Saudi Arabia. Despite amassing 10 points, we'd still go out if we lost against them here. It would be quite annoying. I'm hoping we can have a performance we had against them in the match prior that we had against them. Get a scrappy 1-0 or something. Saudi Arabia pressing. This is a good chance, and off the post, and oh, they scored. No, they've scored. Al Shamrani, he's done it. Oh, no, that's not what we want. And we're 1-0 down. Okay, well, that means they've matched us. They're completely on par with us. If they get another goal, they'll be ahead. Saudi Arabia, go for it. That's 2. That is 2. Atif. Oh, it's falling apart for Myanmar. It really is. It really is. Now we are behind in the group. How did Saudi Arabia do this? 2-0 up in like the space of minutes. Need to find some goals here. Crossed in. Header. Oh, I thought that went in. It's a through ball. Here comes our main striker. He scores. Yes. And that's 2-1. Is there a comeback on the cards? Hopefully. That's brilliant. Okay, well, we scored and we got 1 back. No. They made it look so easy. And that's 3-1. My defending was absolutely dreadful on that play. Look, I selected that player, and before I even got the chance to move, Al Shamrani just like charged on through and put it in. Saudi Arabia go for it. It goes wide. It really feels like they're just on the hunt for Myanmar, and well, we will not be able to get that many chances. So through ball. Here comes Noor. I'm trying to stop him. Great play by Saudi. And that might be... It's a penalty. Of course it is. Of course it is. They're just overrunning us. And I just cannot believe that is ending like this. Saudi Arabia are going to knock us out in the 3rd round. Al Shamrani down the middle. It's in. It's 4-1. It's game over. They have scored 4 goals against us in the first half. We've just been shut down. We've been absolutely shut down here in the last match. Saudi Arabia are just running away with this one. It's too easy for them. Into the middle. And that's got to be a penalty. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you, referee. Fairness and everything like that. Come on. All right. Ninkoko. Can he do it? It's in the green, so that's really good. And in the back of the net. for 4-2. Come on, the comeback is on, right? No, it's not. It absolutely isn't. It's very frustrating to go out like this. We are trying, of course, we're trying to get back in the game, but Saudi Arabia are just mopping everything up. I can't believe that, like, Saudi Arabia just turned up like this. Like, it just doesn't make that much sense, considering that they weren't that great in the rest of the campaign, and they just crept up on us. It's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. You can't really deal with it. And they go down again so easily. Like, what's the point in that, man? Oh my god, I've head loss there. Absolute head loss. Oh, like, I literally went to jostle with him, and the referee's like, "Yep, pen." It just really feels like the game needed Saudi Arabia to go through, and it's saved. And that could be. It's rolled in for 4-3. Come on, there is a chance. There is a chance. We saved the penalty, and then we just tapped it in through the counter attack. Come on, Myanmar. Oh, ref, stop blowing for every single thing that, like, we do against Saudi Arabia. Like, we brush up against them, it's a foul or a penalty or something like that. It's so annoying. Is there anything for Myanmar in these final stages of the game? No. Damn it. Oh, no. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. I really hate it. Losing 4-3 to Saudi Arabia in a crucial game like that. We're out of the World Cup, I think. We're out. Look at that. Like, oh, we tried. We really did try, but, oh, so frustrating. I honestly didn't expect that from Saudi Arabia. Like, the last game we played against them, they weren't that good. They weren't playing very well. And then suddenly here, they just, like, exploded into life. I get it because there was something to play for, but, man, they really had us there. Look, by 1 goal. Oh, my God. Oh, so annoying. We come this far, and then, you know, I'm not like super mad, but I am like mad in the sense that I've been eliminated when I had a decent chance to go through. So frustrating, like, in the last game to get knocked out like that. Alright then guys, so we simulated the entire World Cup, and Belgium ended up winning it on penalties against Spain, so congratulations to Belgium. Starting off in the World Cup group stages then, so we can see who qualified. So these are your groups, and they're looking fairly normal, I'd say. Fairly normal. There's no real surprise nations in there, apart from, actually no, Cape Verde Islands is one, I just noticed then, but they only got 1 point in the Group C. Again, it's very standard in the round of 16 as well. Of course, Belgium winning the whole thing is pretty incredible. 2014 Belgium winning it all, so yeah, well done to Belgium. So shall we jump to the qualifiers and see what happened and stuff? I'm sure you'd love it. So setting off in round 3 where we got eliminated, that is your tables for round 3 in Asia. So you have Oman and Qatar going through in Group A, Group B, Lebanon and Saudi Arabia, of course. Group C, both the Koreas going through. Group D, China and the Philippines go through, and in Group E, Japan and Australia go through. Round 4 looks like this. So had we have gone through, we would have been in Group A. In that group, that is a monster group, and I don't like that. So I would not have had a chance, right? I mean, if I got into Group B, then that would have been nice. It would have been a little bit better, but yeah, you know, again, Australia, Japan qualified automatically. China and Oman qualified automatically, and again, both the Koreas set up a matchup against each other, and South Korea won 6-2 in the playoff for that, so South Korea qualified. Jumping back to Africa, so let's just start with the final round of qualifying, because that's the most important. So Cape Verde Islands actually beat South Africa 2-1 to advance to the World Cup. Morocco beat Ghana 2-1. Nigeria beat Mozambique 4-2 to advance to the World Cup, so unlucky Mozambique. Mali beat Burkina Faso 5-3 over 2 legs, and Cameroon beat Rwanda 6-2 over the 2 legs. Going into OFC, what happened in this one then? So I believe New Zealand topped the group. I think this is the final round, even though it says round 2 and round 3. Obviously, that is supposed to be a second round, and that is supposed to be first. But yeah, New Zealand won. basically, because they were at the World Cup. I saw it. They were in one of the groups. So yeah, New Zealand went through to that playoff. In CONMEBOL, it looked like this. So Argentina, Uruguay, Colombia, and Chile go through, with Venezuela going to the playoff, which is quite good for Venezuela. Like, you know, they don't usually do it on this game. The playoff, South Korea beat Venezuela by 3-0, and New Zealand beat Cuba 3-2. So Cuba must have had a good qualifying campaign, right? Final round of CONCACAF looks like this. We have Mexico, United States, and Costa Rica going through automatically, with Cuba going to the playoffs. And of course, finally, in UEFA, we have these groups. And, well, let's have a look through. So Group A, Portugal and Hungary both go through. Hungary go to the playoff, of course. In Group B, Poland went through automatically, with Denmark going to the playoffs. Again, massive gap there between Denmark and Georgia, to be honest. Group C sees Germany go through automatically, with Ireland going to the playoff, 2 points ahead of Austria. Group D, Netherlands went through automatically, with Turkey going to the playoffs. Group E, Slovenia went through automatically, with Belgium going to the playoffs. So Belgium went through to the playoffs, obviously got through, and then won the World Cup. That's pretty good. Group F, Russia and Serbia go through. Serbia obviously going to the playoffs. Group G sees Italy go through automatically, with Greece going to the playoff. England in Group H automatically, with Czech Republic going to the playoff. And in Group I, Spain went through automatically, and I don't think Croatia made it. I'm not sure. Looking at the other groups, I don't think they did, because they have the lowest points tally. And the playoffs, speaking of, oh, they did, sorry, my bad. So Serbia beat Denmark by 3-2. Then Croatia beat Greece 3-1. Belgium smashed Ireland 5-1 over the 2 legs. And Czech Republic and Turkey, that ended in a aggregate victory for Turkey. Yeah, because Turkey are in Group A. So yeah, it wasn't Czech Republic at all. Confused me a little bit there. But yeah, no, that has been your entire run with Myanmar. I'm really sorry that I couldn't get them to the World Cup. It sucks that we went out that way. But yeah, no, I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please give it a like and subscribe. Keep it loco as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.